Estes, what's going on? Hey, Rayma, thanks for streaming the duel. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for tuning in. That is very much appreciated. We are about to... whoa, we are just starting without warm-up. It seems like that. 4 maps, first to 5 on each. Apparently no warm-up. Okay, so we are live, guys. GG, well played. We are live here with Xtrem versus Bboy. 4 maps, first to 5 on each. So 4 maps, first to 5, and this is a format we well know. It is trained. Yes, it is, because we of course all recognize these maps already. So they were sure known and now maybe trained as well. So that is very interesting. And let's see here, because Bboy, after a great start, he is now looking at the back wheels of Xtrem. And that is quite a big gap on this particular section to close to Xtrem. So I feel like Xtrem might take the first point of the night here. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Pretty aggressive line by Bboy, but Xtrem looking pretty good. Driving it home. 1:14:47 by Xtrem to kick things off on SNC 2026 Cyberpunk by Vomara. Yeah, this plugin is fantastic for 1v1s. I absolutely love it. Looking really, really good. We don't have to fix anything on stream. We just have the plugin, and that's all we need. So I don't need to do anything. That's great. I love that. When I don't need to do anything. All right. So well set up by Panda here, the P&E guys, of course, with the fantastic plugin Xtrem with a bug. Saves it though. No wall kissing for him. Bboy should be taking this one for free, but we know, guys, in TRACKMANIA NASCAR, nothing is ever for free. And if it's up to Xtrem, this is not over, because look at this line. Look at this aggressive line by Xtrem. This is great. He's picking up the pace, but now Bboy is defending a gap that Xtrem also had in round number 1. Should be able to close it down here pretty comfortably, guys. Ooh. Close. But he is gonna do it. Well done. 1:14:27. That's a bit faster than Xtrem did in round number 1, and that's 1-1. Both car skins loaded too. Yeah, that's great. That is actually fantastic, guys. When did we last see that? Huh? That car skins actually loaded in this game. What is this? Oh no, Xtrem. Again with a bug. And Bboy again with a comfortable lead here in lap number 1. For the love of God, you gotta win this, says Nadziak to Bboy. Let's see if he takes this cheerleading energy to the track. And it looks like... Ooh, it looks like he's drifting. And oh, but Xtrem, Jesus Christ. We lose Xtrem, and that is going to be the most free point Bboy will ever get. Yeah, and that's going to be the end of Xtrem here, guys. 2-1 for Bboy here. That is actually a good start for Bboy. Xtrem, he seems to have a bit better pace, but currently struggling a little bit with the bugs. And indeed, Miami, kind of Lufthansa there. Kind of Lufthansa there. Alright, round number 4. Up until this point, great 1v1. Going up and down. Xtrem with the early lead, Bboy with 2 points, 2-1 for Bboy. as we start this round. And Xtrem needs to regain focus maybe a little bit after bugging out 2 rounds in a row. Oh, Xtrem, that was a dangerous line again. That was a dangerous line. But look at the pace he is actually gaining on Bboy right now. That is crazy. Xtrem is just out of here. Oh, Bboy sounded like he was drifting, but I don't think that was the case. Still pretty close by. 0.50, 0.60 now. 0.55, and this should be Xtrem with a pretty decent time. This is going to be. Let's see what it's going to be. He's half a second within world record pace. Oh my god. Alright, evening has started just like we expected it would, with a classic castle curse and a crazy crash by Xtrem. What was that? What was that? Twitch stream seems to have some issues. It keeps on stopping. I can confirm that is not on my end. We are super fine with 6000 kbps blasting through the fiber all the way over the world, reaching all of y'all's wherever you may be, with 0 dropped frames, 0.0% lag. So you should check your fiber internet if you have any problems with this particular Twitch stream. Now, Bboy 3-1 leading, which is interesting because that last round should have been Xtrem's always, but he managed somehow to rip it in the end. And this time he defends it with a 1:14.33, which, as far as I can remember, is the fastest time that we saw tonight so far. Xtrem makes it 2-3 to go. Very interesting score line so far, with a 3-2 lead for Bboy. Doing pretty well here, locking it in, making sure that he's at least not crashing out or doing any crazy stuff. We saw Xtrem crashing out at least a couple times now already, and that is a problem if you want to win rounds. Now, oh my god, what a line and what a pace by Bboy. Can he ooh, yeah, I thought so. He didn't really have the angle for that turn. Yo, Ola, what's the format? 4 maps, first to 5 points. That is what we are playing. Exactly. And welcome to the chat, Ola. Hope you're doing well. The absolute beast. Xtrem leading in lap number 2. Bboy close behind. This might be the closest round we will see up until this point. Let's see. Bboy should carry a bit more speed out of this. Ooh, but Xtrem, that's very well done. And that should be, if Xtrem doesn't crash this time, should be Xtrem's. Easy peasy. 1:14.29. That's a very good round. Very fast round as well. Fastest so far. Still 0.67 away from world record, but we're in rounds, and a world record of 1:13.53 by Dopa is absolutely obliterating. So these guys are still doing pretty well with these 1:14.23 times that we are seeing. Looking good. So Xtrem making it 3-3. Bboy will not be happy with that because he was defending a 3-1 lead that now did vanish in front of his very eyes. And ooh, and if we get a drift like this, then Xtrem will say thank you very much. On his way to 4-3. Will be on map point. as well. That has to be easy peasy for Xtrem. 0.81 in front of Bboy here. 0.89. 0.84. 0.89. We're just counting it down. And Xtrem with the easy win. 1:14.11. Xtrem is clearly stepping up his pace here. He is looking pretty warmed up. Again with the fastest round. So Xtrem first with a 1:14.33, then a 14.29, and then a 14.11. So constantly gaining 1/10. If he can gain another 10th now, that would mean a top 30 daily time for him. Let's see if he can lock it in, or if Bboy can make it 4-4 to go. Would be pretty important for him. But let's see if he can. And now they are absolutely equal here going into lap number 2. Xtrem trying to close out the map. 4-3 for him right now. If he wins this round, we move on to the next map. Both players actually risking that bug. Both players not getting it. Bboy overtaking Xtrem, and Xtrem with a drift. And that should be Bboy's every single day of the week. Can just easily drive it home. Xtrem 0.7 behind. And that is going to mean 4-4 on the first map. That's very interesting, guys. Well done by Bboy. 1:14.15. That's a good round by Bboy as well. He can be very happy with that. Yo, Spider, what is going on? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Le S. Les. Ah oui, les. Alright. Last round on this map, guys. Whatever what happens. Nice. Whatever happens. Oh, Bboy, that's a crazy line. He had to release, losing some pace. Actually setting himself up pretty well for this particular turn here. But Xtrem manages to angle it pretty well as well going into lap number 2. Bit shaky lines by Bboy. Xtrem is on the absolute limit of what's possible as far as not touching any outsides go. And he is currently leading here. But look at Bboy pace. Bboy pushing here. This could be a crazy round to end it on this map. Both players are on great pace here. Xtrem, what is going on? Bboy with the overtake. Who's going to take this? Bboy outside line. Bboy with the snipe. And he's actually going to drive a 1:13.95. Xtrem with a 13.97. And that's going to close out the round and the map. That is a crazy end. What an ending. Wow. What an ending. That was poggers indeed. Crazy. Both players driving their absolute personal bests of the evening. In that last round. That is crazy. All right. So they are going to use the first round here as a warm-up. They're just gonna delete before the finish, which means we will have a warm-up here. Go Xboy. Yo, Leander, what's going on? Also, Naino in the chat. What up, B? Xboy plus Xtrem. Let's go. This map, Dirty Drift by the Noob. World record 1:13 flat by Dopa. Currently, players warming up, guys. Do not forget. This is a warm-up and not a live round. Anyone streaming the other duel happening right now? I'm not really sure about it. I didn't see anyone talking about a stream of the other duo in the chat. Whatever happens, I will open a little can of Radler beer, guys. GG, enjoy your Sunday evening. I know I am. It was a long day at work, guys. Long day at work, but it's good to be back here again for a short stream. We will not continue too long after this is over, but it's very nice to have this on the camera again. Xtrem and Bboy giving their absolute best on that first map. 4-5 for Bboy, which is a very interesting scoreline, and there they go. So the warm-up over, indeed, both players pressing delete, DNF, give up, whatever you want to call it. That was the warm-up, and now we are live. Cheers, Assist. Yo, Oli, I love how TMNF community is split into so many communities, so you need to be in 20 discords. Yeah, that is crazy. You literally need to be in 20 discords to know what's going on, which is kind of crazy. But you are talking about TMNF community, but you are talking, I guess, about NASCAR TMNF community? Or the NASCAR community in general, I should say, because we have like 30 discords alone already. Meanwhile, not getting too ahead of ourselves about discords, Xtrem taking the lead, but he is losing pace. Bboy in the last corner could actually snipe Xtrem because he has overspeed. Oy, oy, oy. But Xtrem holds on in the last possible turn. Wow. Nice round. 1:14.12. Not too fast to start with, but surely they're getting warmed up. Just TMNF community in general. Alright, for TMNF community, then I think there are like 70 discords, because the NASCAR community alone already has 25 discords. The NASCAR Discord and the UPD Discord. Yeah, there is a lot in the NASCAR Discord, that's true. But there are just in general a lot of Discords separately. From teams and communities and events and everything. But it's okay. I don't necessarily think that's a problem. Ooh, Xtrem taking a big lead here. That is just a lead of half a second. And Bboy didn't make any significant mistake other than jumping a little bit too high. In this section in lap 1, losing a bit of speed there. And he's never going to make that up unless Xtrem is going to make a mistake. If that doesn't happen, guys, Xtrem is going to go 2-0 on this map. 6-5 total score. And that is just what is going to happen. 1:14.20. Not improving his time from last round. And this map is significantly slower compared to 30 times than last map, which is actually understandable. I mean, the flat map was super close in Dadies already. Yeah, Xtrem looks locked in on this map. He looks locked in. I don't really see how Bboy is going to take a point here. Unless Xtrem makes a mistake. But maybe Bboy can find some extra pace. Oh, but that is a bad entry into this turn. And there goes Xtrem. Goodbye. And if he can hold on to the lines a little bit, he should be more than half a second away already here. Yep, that's 0.50 ahead. Ooh, that's close. That is close for Xtrem, but he keeps it on the track. And I think he might just drive it home here. But Bboy actually closing the gap. Bboy putting a bit of pressure now. 0.38 ahead. Xtrem. And he is gonna close it out with a 1:14.30 14:36. Just watch finish TM League finals in Team 20. GG. All right, 3-0 in favor of Xtrem. Oh my days. And I just wanted to say this is going to be problematic for a Bboy. But then that happens to Xtrem, and this should be a free point for Bboy all day long. 1.5 seconds ahead. Oh, and now he decides to risk it. Ui, ui, ui. If he doesn't do anything crazy, this is going to be a point for him. Yo, Slimo, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Xtrem still far behind. And Bboy, he can take it easy, drive it to the finish line here. He has 1.20 seconds on Xtrem. And he is going to do just that. Bboy with a 1:14.84. That is the slowest round so far, but it's going to give him a win anyway. So he is not going to be mad at all. 1 point for Bboy. Bboy driving my old car gives him wings. Yeah, that's it, vamos. Ooh. All right, let's see. Xtrem should be winning this map 10 out of 10 times. He has way more pace. That is obvious now, but anything can happen in this game. Oh my days. Crazy line there by Bboy. Oh my god, and that is what I'm talking about. That is this game, guys. Oh my fucking god. It's funny how that stuff gets forgotten so quickly, but Xtrem purely unlucky here. Clearly the fastest on this map and in that round, and yet Bboy is going to take it down. Gonna say thank you to the crazy bug that Xtrem got there. It's actually crazy how Xtrem didn't fly out there. And that's a point for Bboy, and that's 7-7. And this map right now is 3-2 for Xtrem. And Bboy is significantly improving his competitive time there in last round. 1:14.33. It's well done by him. Of course, already drove a 1:14.18. Picking up the pace right now. Little drift there. Xtrem. Foot on the gas again. Can he hold on this time? Has to pray to the bug gods a little bit in order to not be yeeted. Let's see if he can do it now. Xtrem defending his lead. Should be able to take this. Bboy is gonna try something, but it won't work. Xtrem 1:14.09. Fastest time so far. Bboy clocking a 1:14.20, and that point is going to Xtrem, and that is map point for Xtrem. Ooh, Xtrem super wide. Somehow he with... Oh, but Bboy goes into the one. That should be over. That should be it. That should be Xtrem every day of the week. And he's going to close out the map. And it's going to be 9-7 in favor of Xtrem if he can close it out. Bboy 5.6 seconds behind after that big crash. Nothing threatening Xtrem except for the bug gods. Xtrem taking little risk, and with a 1:14.90, he's gonna drive it home. Slowest win of the evening, I think. That doesn't matter. He's gonna take it down. There we go. Xtrem, Bboy, 9 points for Xtrem, 7 for Bboy right now. And they use the warm-up again. Nice. That's good. Great. All right, Bboy struggling a little bit on that map, losing 5-2 to Xtrem, winning the first map 5-4 himself. Now let's see what he can do on this map. Skipper by Dopa. Dopa, by the way, who today got the world record on track 11 in the spring campaign in TM20. GG Dopa. So little shout out to him as the players are going to do a warm-up on his map. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if Xtrem can extend his lead here and maybe even close out the duel already. That would be a shame, because I think we've seen a great duel so far. It would be a shame if it ended on map 3. I have trust in Bboy to at least take a couple points and bring it down to the finish line. Yeah, it's a good match. It is a good match. It's still pretty close after 2 maps. Remember, guys, we are playing 4 maps. This is map number 3. Oh, Bboy doing a little bit of Tony Hawking here. But it's the warm-up. There we go. Skipper by Dopa, SNC 2026 map, of course. Xtrem and Bboy ready to take on map number 3. Let's hope Bboy can take some points back. That would be great for him. Xtrem skipping that engine off block a little bit lower, so he got more speed into that straight after that. But Bboy, oh my god, Bboy fully ignoring the fact that he could be bugged out there. And yeah, well, he doesn't get bugged out. And the result is that he overtook Xtrem. Xtrem with a pretty aggressive line, closing the gap, and that means we have a super close lap number 1 in round number 1 on this map. And look at the time difference to the left. Well, now it's 0.04. It was 0.0 as the players are dead even. Look at this. Xtrem with just a little bit more pace. Bboy holding on. It's gonna come down to either a bug by one of them or a crazy last turn, because nothing between these two right now. Xtrem struggling a little bit in that looping, but that gives him a little bit better angle in this turn. He will stay alive, but he loses speed, and it looks like Bboy is going to close it out. That is a fantastic fight. 1:25.44. second away from world record, but that is a decent time to start with, and Bboy takes that first point on this map. Nay, but he's going to rip it. Oh, and he's gonna get engine off as well here. That is the worst ever. Oh my god. Oh no, Bboy struggling, and that means Xtrem is gonna get a free point here. Has to be. Xtrem can take it easy. No risk. Just has to drive it home. And I'm sure he will, with almost 8 seconds between him and Bboy. I outscored BB on every SNC round we played together, but he looks so much better here than me. Yeah, he looks pretty good, man. He looks fired up. Maybe he's practiced a lot, I don't know. Xtrem is a super tough opponent, so Bboy clocking in 8 points against 10 already is very, very good. The problem right now that Bboy has is he can't be slacking too much more rounds here. He needs to pretty much lock it in as well. Oh, he can't do that. He cannot hug a wall again, because then Xtrem is gonna get away with 3 points. 11-8, and that would be a big problem here. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, Xtrem looking a little bit more safe right now after that false start, we should call it, by Bboy. Still trying to hold on. 0.32 seconds between Bboy and Xtrem here, with the lead for the Peony player. But Bboy is struggling here with Xtrem's pace. He can't really hold on. And Xtrem seems to be away here. 0.60 already. 0.70 even. And that is going to be Xtrem with an easy win. Bboy 0.47 behind. Xtrem with a slow round there, 125.70. He's gonna do it. That makes it 11-8, and that makes it 2-1 on this map for Xtrem as well, which is a problem for Bboy right now. Is if Xtrem is going to take more and more points here, he will lose his side on victory, and it could be over already on this map. Yo, Andrew, what's going on? Hello.
See you.
Damn. Alright, wow, Bboy could start here. Oh, that is a crazy line, actually. He does hold on. Interesting to see Bboy going way more angled than Xtrem in that jump. Xtrem pretty much just jumping straight. That was crazy to see, but look at the pace by Bboy here. Instantly closing that gap, even no drifting it, and that gives him so much more pace going into this skip. Will also have more pace still going into the looping. Can he hold on here? That would be a very, very important point for Bboy. Oh no, but he's gonna drift out. Oh, that might be the round that is going to decide this 1v1. Because if Bboy takes it, it's 11-9. Now it's 12-8. Damn. That is
See you.
that is too bad. Damn. That is too bad for Bboy. And now Xtrem could easily close out this match on this map. If he wins this round and the next one, it is over already. Yeah, Bboy had really good pace. That is such a shame that he's crashing in the end there, because that was a great run by Bboy. Oh, but I hear a drift again. Oh, that's Bboy with a drift again. Ooh, Xtrem actually saving it there. I thought Xtrem was gonna drift as well. But he's gonna save it quite well. Now he goes for the angled jump. Probably a more safe line for him. Bboy 1.5 seconds behind. And that means bad news, guys. That means it could be over after this round. .3 seconds. Xtrem is not gonna let that slip ever. And there you go. Xtrem 1:25.61. And that is another point for Xtrem. 4-1 right now. 13-8. Xtrem on map and match point. Bboy has to win 4 rounds in a row here. Oh my days. Bboy has to win 4 rounds in a row in order to not lose this 1v1. Seems like a monumental task here. Actually, he doesn't need to win 4 rounds in a row. He needs to win at least 2. Alright, not too far behind now. Xtrem, maybe taking it a bit more easy. Well, that was not so easy for Xtrem. Good skip though by Xtrem. Bboy close behind, closing the gap now as well. Taking decent speed into this. Xtrem defending. Crazy line by Bboy. Ultimate outside. He is on the tail of Xtrem and he's actually closing the gap here. Can he do it in the last turn? No, I think it will be Xtrem and he's going to win this 1v1. GG. 1:25.42. That's by far the fastest time as well before Bboy's 1:25.44. That's not true what I'm saying. I didn't check the times, but that is going to be it for that 1v1. GG. 5-1 means 14-8. Xtrem can't lose anymore, and that is it. And that was a very good last round actually by both of them. Xtrem defending very well. I think they will do a warm-up again here. The players have already left. Goodbye. Nice. Feels like a movie. Yeah, Willy is a king in making those things. Very, very nice. One warm-up, still one warm-up. Yeah, alright, so they will do one warm-up. Hello, by the way, Mikey and Rectardin. I see you guys there in the GG. Hope you're doing well, guys, as this 1v1 is coming to a close. Last map coming up. Yo, Marco. Hello, whoa. Hello, whoa, whoa, whoa. Goro, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hope you're doing great. Uwu. Oh, oh, oh. Xtrem already with crazy lines where I thought he would crash out instantly. But he won't. And Xtrem taking quite a gap already here within a couple turns. Looking good from him. Yo, Freshie, what's going on? Hello, beasts. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the 1v1. It is already won by Xtrem. We are on map number 4 of 4. Xtrem is going to touch the wall and Bboy is gonna drift. That is an unfortunate turn of events here. For especially for Bboy. Xtrem is going to touch the wall again. So we actually have a fight on our hands here. This was a fantastic 1v1. We had some pretty close rounds. Bboy with some serious pace. But in the end, it was Xtrem who was just a little bit faster. And I can't say anything about it other than that, basically. Xtrem couple times unlucky. Bboy couple times some crashes. Pretty even up until some point. At one point, I think it was 8-7 or 10-8 or something for Xtrem. Pretty close, but then on map number 3 was just Xtrem steamrolling. And that is where he took the win already. So this map is just for fun and giggles. But not quite, guys, because these scores also count in the Ultimate Power Duel ranking, of course. So they keep driving to the last bit. Oei, Xtrem. Ay, ay, ay. In the wall, and that's an opportunity for Bboy again to take yet another point back here. Could technically still go to 14-13 for Bboy. That would be very unfortunate, actually, if Xtrem loses all single rounds now. I doubt he will, but... Pretty sure ranking is only based on win or lose. Ah, okay, not based on how much. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I just assumed it would count round score as well, but... Just takes win or lose, that also makes sense. Slimo is in the chat so he can clarify if he wants. If not, doesn't matter too much for now. Alright, Bboy gonna take another win here. Let's see his time. He's 1.3 seconds of world record. 128.85. That is a kind of a decent time already. Approaching or trying to approach top 30 daily. 128.13. So still 0.7 to go, but still, that is decent pace. Ole is right. Right. So only win counts. The rest of it doesn't matter. Ooh, that was close for Bboy. Let's see if Xtrem can take a little bit back here. Would be nice to see Xtrem perform on this map as well. He would deserve that little showcase for his performance tonight. Watch Bboy 5-0 this map. I don't know. Xtrem seems to be unlocked right now, but... who knows? Oi, 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 oi. Xtrem ripped again. But, oh, Bboy doesn't drift that turn, and it doesn't matter too much. Xtrem's still in the lead. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. So Xtrem might take it in the end with that crazy crash. And he will. Yep. That's Xtrem winning in a 1:31.44. Oh my god. We got a Carl versus Dopa date yet? No, I've sent a couple days ago already. Maybe like 1.5 weeks ago already. I sent Carl the initial message for the date invite. So I sent him 3 dates and he just has to pick a date. And 2 days ago I sent him a reminder, and that is going to be it, because I don't want to be spamming that guy's inbox. He is having enough Trackmania related stuff on his mind, I guess. So we're gonna leave it at that for at least the next week. So if I don't hear anything from him by Sunday next week, then I will contact him again. But until then, we'll see. But no, it's not confirmed yet, unfortunately. It would be great to confirm it and to get going with it. Carl versus Dopa will indeed be a NASCAR match with classic NASCAR maps only. Or at least heavily themed around classic NASCAR maps. I have made my selection of maps already. Ooh, Xtrem with a touch. That was a good round. Up until the last turn, Bboy gonna take it, make it 3-1 to go on this map. Total score 15-11. NASCAR boys, next call stream, we need to spam his stream. Actually, you could just sneak in his stream and just casually ask, like, do you have a date already for the Dopa 1v1? Because last time I went into his stream, I said, like, yo, what about a 1v1 Dopa versus Carl? And then he instantly responded to my Discord message. So... Carl doesn't like the classic NASCAR. That is not true, Nes. That is straight up a lie. He likes classic NASCAR. Oh, Echo, we lose Xtrem. Xtrem loses like 7 teeth and a leg there. Holy shit. No, I've actually... I mean, he does, but these banks are tag for him, he said. Yeah, maybe it is, but he doesn't... He likes classic NASCAR. He has literally said that as well, so... Extremely mutilated. Bboy gonna take another point here, guys, because Xtrem literally got a headache there. And that is going to be 4-1 for Bboy, and that is a map point for Bboy as well. (1:28.18). That is a strong time indeed for Bboy. No, the reason I've contacted Carl specifically is because he literally confirmed that he likes NASCAR in all kind of forms. And he even said that when he plays NASCAR in like a chill environment, it is the best style to play. That is literally what he said. And that is why I have contacted Carl, because I think he genuinely likes to play NASCAR. Mikey. Alright, let's see if Bboy can actually close this out. That would be pretty impressive on this map, going 5-1. Would be kind of deserved, giving his pace in the overall match, but little mistake there. Xtrem already confirming a while ago that he hates this map so much. Bboy not touching the wall there, that is crazy. And he has a very good line here. But he can't. He went a little bit too much outside, I think. Xtrem gonna take this round. That is a shame. Bboy could have taken that down. Netsiak versus True TM. Wow. That is one hell of a lineup. I would stream it. Let's go, guys. We've all been waiting for this. Oh no, Bboy. Nets versus True? Yeah, let's do it. True is struggling to click the game icon at the moment. It has to be next week. Then I'm not sure if I can stream it. But hell, doesn't matter. We got many other players who can stream, spectate, cast, or whatever do there. So yeah, it would be nice. Alright, Xtrem is driving this one home as well, 0.81. And that is actually a shame, guys, because Bboy was doing fantastic on this map, but he's losing the points that he gained right now. Do we get a 1v1 between True and Panda? Is this happening? Wow. That is crazy. Wasn't someone going to duel Devil as well? Cast by Vamos. Vamos with the... Oh my god. Can this be the Bboy win here? Is Bboy gonna take it down in this round? 0.60 for Xtrem now. Booger True versus Xanda. Kaz versus Devil. Yeah, that was Kaz. Oh no, Bboy ripped. Oh my god. Kaz versus Devil, that's true. What was that line, Xtrem? Oh, what is that line, Bboy? What is going on, guys? Oh my god, what is Xtrem? Is this match fixing? Has somebody bet like 70 million coppers on Bboy to win this map 5-3? What am I seeing here?
Wait, what did I just see? Was I trapped into my mind?
Exactly.
What just happened?
But it seems like Xtrem is going to get it anyways. Yeah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna make it 4-4 on this map. Last round of this 1v1, guys. Good luck before it's all over. And it was a little bit over already anyway, but still. Oh no, Xtrem. Blink twice. Okay, okay, okay. Bboy going for the map win. He is looking well. Can he hold on? Eee! That was close. But that is a decent turn, actually. Actually gains some time on Xtrem as well. There we go. 0.77 gained on Xtrem. This should be Bboy's round to close it out. .82 has to be it. Bboy is going to take down map number 4, and with that the 1v1 is done. GG to Xtrem, winning it 18 versus 13. Well played. And I was idle kicked, so that's that. GG.